Hey, what's up, everybody? NDM5 here. I'm gonna do my chapter review for Naruto Chapter 568. Um, as we already know that Naruto and Killer Bee are fighting the Jinchurikis and Madara. Well, fake Madara, Toby. Kakashi and Guy join the fray, and Naruto is fighting against the Four Tails, which is the ape, which is the ape. Um, Naruto is now trying to basically not get eaten by the Four Tails because, well, he is stuck in its teeth. He's trying to lift up on its teeth to make sure that he doesn't get chewed to bits, basically. Afterwards, Guy and Kakashi, they're fighting against the rest of the Jinchurikis, which it's kind of confusing. It's like uh, the Jinchurikis aren't really all that 10 times stronger than both Kakashi and Guy. So I don't think they would be able to fight these guys as I think they would. They're kind of holding themselves, and I would think it would be a struggle for them because, well, the Jinchurikis have a huge amount of chakra. Kakashi and Guy only have like limited chakra, and my guy only has physical techniques. He does have ninjutsu, but he just decides to use taijutsu for his abilities. And Kakashi's he already is worn out from fighting the Seven Swordsmen, though we wish we could have seen that fight, but they decided not to show it, and that really irritated me. Anyway, they're like, we need to plan. Any objections? Kakashi used his shadow clones. Well, he only summons one shadow clone, and Kakashi is trying to use abilities called the Lightning Chain, where he takes his other clone. They use lightning blade together, and I guess they form a chain of light made of pure lightning. And my guy has used his morning peacock attack just as he used it on Kisame Hoshigaki, and when they had their second fight, and they're ready to fight the second wave. They just took out a bunch of like Jinchuriki arms. I'm not sure who it was they were fighting, but they're fighting the rest of them, and they're ready to continue fighting again. Kakashi says something. He's like, "We'll take care of this quick so we can support Naruto." Meanwhile, the Four Tails is being wrapped around by the Eight Tails, and he's telling the Eight Tail, not the Four Tail, the Eight Tails is telling the Four Tails to like let go of Naruto, you stupid monkey. And as usual, the Nine Tails is just sitting there not doing shit. And I guess I keep saying Killer Bee. The Eight Tails is basically like trying to talk to Nine Tails, QB. And he's like, I hear you lent your power to one of Naruto's clones while he was fighting Madara, and we wouldn't mind if you lent us that power again right now. So help us, please, you bastard. Naruto's still struggling, and the Nine Tails is like, I'm not like you, Eight Tails. I won't wag my tails to a Jinchuriki as he says you have. But what really confuses me is that you kind of have, wagged your tail for him before. Because I mean, you did lend him your chakra. The first time it was in the first part, but that was when he basically told you like, listen, you better give me some chakra. That was more like, I guess, like a threat. Give me chakra, you stupid fox. And the other times it was just the anger would take over Naruto, and he would eventually use the Nine Tails powers. And only a few occasions where Nine Tails actually does give chakra to Naruto willingly. And it's like, you kind of sound like a hypocrite, You're like, you say you don't wag your tail easy for Naruto, but yet you gave him chakra before willingly, and now you're just trying to say like you don't won't to give Naruto your chakra willingly again and try to say that you're not willing to do that like you did before, and because it's just weird. And we see flashbacks of like the QB being controlled by everybody, Madara, First Hokage, Naruto's grandma. No, right not one. Well, technically Naruto's grandma, but yeah, the first Hokage's wife, I suppose. I thought I called her Naruto's grandma, but you know, anyway. But now, anyway, and also Naruto's mom as well. You know, people being controlled now, being controlled by him before, and now Naruto is the one who's controlled by him. And we see Naruto in his little flashback saying that he wants to take away all the hate inside of him someday. And then Naruto is basically stuck. He's like, you know, the mouth shuts. The Four Tails mouth shuts inside of it, shuts or whatever, and Naruto's basically trapped and like, you know, about to get eaten. But the opposite happens. It seems that Naruto is entered into the subconscious mind of the Four Tails, and the Four Tails is basically chained up to like this wall, and he has like a bunch of chains around him and everything. And he's like, I take you want to steal my power from me, you know, next or whatever, and you know, we're gonna hear all the places, you know, you dirty brat and stuff. And Naruto is looking confused, like, wait, are you the Four Tails? And he's like, don't call me that name. That ain't my name, boy. Like, that's not my name. That is not my name. Like, don't call me that by that wretched, you know, my wretched, crappy, you know, that's a give. That's not even my given name. You know, that's a slave name. Basically, nah, I'm not saying that, but that's basically what people call him. Like, you know, because he's a monster and stuff like that. That's a monster name. You know, I have a proper honor name, and believe it or not, this really is in the manga itself. He says, I am the beautiful ape of the king of the Surin caves. I am the sage of the apes. My name bestowed upon me by the sage Six Paths himself. You address His Holiness of all heavens, Son Goku. And he laughs, ho ha ha. And I'm just like, wait, Son Goku? Really? Like Goku from Dragon Ball Z? I would call it copyright, but I can't really say that because, well, for one, Son Goku is basically a name of an ape from, I think, from that movie. I can't remember what it was called, but there was like a Dragon Ball based movie about it where the character was and his name was Son Goku in that. And you know, because Goku's supposed to be like a name for like an ape or something, basically. And Naruto's like confused. He's like, wait, which part of your name was again? Was it Hohaha or, you know, it's Son Goku, you idiot, you know? Man, he was a stupid man. Can't remember my name? You were dumber as apes. You were dumb as apes. Huh? You were just dumber than apes. And he's like, I want my power such idiotic. He's like, wait, where am I? Just like the Nine Tails cage. And he's like, you're not even listening to me. You ignore my most honorable name and then don't listen to me at all. Like, you know, you're a rude brat. You really are. And he's like, you know, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. And for Son Goku was like, you're an honest human at least. You know, I ain't never seen no human apologize to a tail beast before. He's like, you brought this to me? You know, like, that never happened before. And he's like, so you're not here to steal my power? And you got one inside you. That's how come you're inside here. It appears that Kurama has trained his Jinchuriki well. Yes, Kurama. As you already know, most of people who watch Yu Hakusho know there is a character named Kurama in that as well. I mean, y'all already know. I don't need to explain it myself. But those who don't know who Kurama is, he's a demon. He's a fox demon. to the form of a human, and basically living among the humans and stuff. And this is crazy. Like I didn't even realize that Jinchurikis have names of their own, like everybody else does, because they were always named after just they were just beasts with they were just creatures of mass destruction. Like I thought they had no names. I thought they were just titled. They're just titled about what they are, basically. Because I didn't. This kind of is a turnaround. I wasn't really expecting them to have names per se. And that's the name. The Kurama is the name of the Nine Tails. I know Naruto's gonna be teasing this mother. Instead of calling him Nine Tails, he's gonna call him Kurama every time. What else happens? Um, Humans only view as a source of power. This is what Son Goku's saying. He seals away non-existence and everything, and he's like, oh, not just like, I can understand that. I mean, it's happened to me before, and he's like, what? People scold him and everything, and he's like, I'm a Jinchuriki. I got a name, and my parents and my masters left me. It's Naruto. And we see a little flashback of what Toby had said. He's like, I'm a nobody. I don't want to be nobody. My only wish is the completion of the Moon's Eye plan. That's my only goal. And he said, I can't stand the thought that you guys are being controlled by someone like him who doesn't even care who he is. Like, he doesn't give a damn about what he is, and what all things care about is his goal. Then what would you do with us? I want to be like B and the Eight Tails. And he's like, what? They joke around, their friends and stuff like that. And he's like, I'm jealous. I really am jealous. And he's laughing, like the Son Goku's laughing. He's like, a human like you want to be friends with a tail beast? You're pretty funny. You're a really funny kid. Like this brat. He's like, I want to help you too. Like, what's your name again? It's like, just call me son, And I ate you out there. What are you gonna do about that? Crap about that for a second. How do you forget that you didn't get eaten? Just a few seconds ago. It's like, what the fuck? Let's see. There's a way to stop me. You might be able to convince me if you want to do these chains for me. And he's like, a reliable ally. And he says son, and that's it. And that's the end of the chapter. The concept. The only thing I liked about this chapter was the concept of the names. That really interests me. It's like they're no longer just a bunch of like demons with incredible energy and just titles to what they are. I also like they had given names, but I do not really like how they kind of take names from different characters from different shows. I know, I understand that this is how Kishi works, but it's the only thing I didn't like. He could have chosen some different names, some like different names for the characters. But I can understand why he chose these names in the first place, because the names match people who have it's an animal name. Kurama is an animal name to the fox. So Goku is an ape for the it's an ape name, you see. And I think that's about it for this chapter review. Leave your comments below. Tell me you guys think. Did you think that the names are interesting, or do you think that it's kind of bullshit that they just use characters from other animes and other mangas for the tail beast names? Comment, rate, subscribe. Hit the like button if you like my video. If you didn't, oh well. You wanna comment, bash, whatever. I mean, I really don't care. I'm Day65. I'm out. Peace. Sign off. Hope you guys have a good year. Peace.